So I've gotten questions like, are jobs really easy to get in the UK? Do you easily get jobs in the UK and all of that? Yes, jobs are easy to get in the UK, but it depends. There are some jobs that are easy to get and there are some that are not easy to get. So in this video, I will cover jobs you can get easily as a dependent, whether you are on a tier 4, tier 5, tier 2, or even any tier visa at all. It doesn't matter the visa category you are on currently or you are about to go on, you can get these jobs quite easily. Let's get right into this video. Hello, I'm Chinemiriam and you are welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you are most welcome. Please don't forget to like this video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel, as you'll be helping the channel by doing so. And you may be helping someone out there. And to my returning subscribers, you are most amazing. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate you all. So in this video, we'll be covering easy jobs to get as a dependent in the UK, whether on any tier at all. But I would focus more on tier 4, on tier 2, and tier 2, because these ones are the very popular ones. They are the very popular visas we are very conversant with. But it doesn't mean that anybody on any tier at all cannot do these jobs. You can do this job regardless of what visa category you are on, so long as you are a dependent. So your dependent is your partner or your child. As a tier 4 dependent, you are more like the financial vehicle of your home, because the primary visa holder, who is the student, doesn't have that liberty to work as much as you can. And especially if you guys are still struggling to make ends meet, whether you are the woman or the man, it doesn't matter at this point. So long as you are a tier 4 dependent, the financial responsibility is resting more on your shoulders than the primary visa holder. So as a tier 4 dependent, you would need to get a job as quickly as you can once you move to the UK. While as a tier 2 dependent, of course, the primary visa holder is already working. So yeah, you can work to support, but the financial responsibility is not resting more on your shoulder as it is resting on a tier 4 dependent. So these are some of the differences as well you can get from tier 4 and tier 2 visa. These jobs, I'll call them transition or jobs in the waiting. So these are jobs you can do at the moment when you move to the UK, while you wait to move on to a better job or a more professional job, depending on what you call it. But then these jobs I'm talking about, some people do them as their job. I mean, the job they do for life. So it doesn't mean that you can't do it for life if you want to. It depends on you. And they will support you financially, because some of them pay as much as some professional jobs. All right, if you are a tier 4 dependent and you are a professional, or you are qualified in any of those jobs on the shortage occupation list, you can start applying as soon as possible. But you should get these transition jobs first of all and do them while you wait for the other one. And I would advise you, as a tier 4 dependent, you should be going for sponsored jobs. All right, so while you are doing the transition jobs and you're going for a professional job, try and look for sponsored ones. Now, as a tier 2 dependent, of course, you don't need a sponsored job. So if you can go for the transition one immediately, you can. And if you'd like to also go for a professional job, you can apply, get this job, start working. You don't need to go for sponsored or not, because you are already sponsored. Let's get right into these jobs. The first one on my list is healthcare assistant. Of course, that's one of the easiest jobs to get in the UK. So for this job, you don't need any qualification, and most times you won't even need any training at all, because most of them will train you while you are working. So long as you can care for people, you can, help people clean their feces, clean pool, clean urine, tidy up, bathe people, feed people, and stuff like that, you are qualified for this job. So yes, this is one of the easiest jobs to get. I know some people, some aspects of this job put them off, like having to shower people and clean pool, feces and urine and all of that. I know some people don't really like this aspect of the job, but it doesn't stop the fact that this job is one of the easiest to get. And in most cases, their pay can be really high. Some pay £16 per hour, some pay £10, some pay £8 per hour. So it really depends. So for healthcare assistant, you can be called a support worker, you can be called a carer, you can be called living carer. It depends. There are so many branches under this particular healthcare assistant. So if you are going for it, know the one you want to go for. I have a video on my channel I explained the different roles you can find in this healthcare assistant or care assistant job. So yeah, and that will give you a guideline, or it will guide you on choosing the one you want to go for and go for it. All depends on you. You either do it for life or do it for just a moment while you wait for something better. So the second job that is quite easy to get and you can do while you wait for your professional job, or you can do for life if you want to, is cleaner jobs. You can be a cleaner whether as a man or as a woman. Cleaning job is also a job that is quite easy to get. It is one of the easiest you can get as well. There are so many places you can clean. You can clean companies, houses. People want cleaners to clean their houses, maybe factories, universities, because they have cleaners. As a student, you don't have to go and be cleaning your university. There are cleaners that will do that for you. And the pay is also really good. Now, the third one is security jobs. There are female security officers here in the UK, and there are male security officers. So yeah, security is also one job that is easy to get, and you don't need any qualification like the other ones. You don't need any qualification. You don't need to be any professional. You don't need to be a graduate. You don't need anything basically. All you need is just the willingness to start the job, and yes, you get the job. They will train you on all you need, and then you can start your job as a security officer. You can work in any shop, in banks as a security officer, maybe opening doors, closing doors, watching the CCTV, watching people that are coming into the shops, leaving, stuff like that. Now, there's a difference between security officers and police officers. So your job is quite different. You don't have to do the job of a police officer. All you need to do is, if you catch a thief or anybody that's going against the law, you can report them to the police officer. You don't take laws into your hands. Your job is just to guard what you've been told to guard. The next one that you can easily get is receptionist job. You can work as a receptionist in the NHS, in the universities, in companies, in stores, different places. And for this as well, you don't need to be a graduate or anything. All you need to be is just to be fluent. So you need to be fluent in English, in speaking and understanding. You need to be very fluent. You need to be able to communicate with people, and also other things which the company may want you to know or understand. Now, the next one is warehouse sorter, warehouse worker. You can work in the warehouse as a sortation agent. And there are so many warehouses like Amazon warehouse. People order things online very often in the UK. Like, you could have over 1,000 orders in the UK every single day. And there are people that need to sort these orders. Put the things those people have ordered in the bag, and then put a name, put the address, put the postcode and all that, so that the delivery man or delivery driver can be able to pick those orders and send off to the owners. It is also easy to get, as you don't need a qualification, you don't need to be a graduate. Just be willing to work and then start working. Now, the next one is also similar to what I've mentioned before, delivery driver. So you can work as a delivery driver, and you may think, I don't have a car. Well, you don't need a car to be a delivery driver. It depends. You can use your bicycle if you have one. You can use your motorbike if you have one. So you mustn't have a car to be a delivery driver. For this also, you don't need any qualification. You don't need to be qualified. Just know how to drive. Now, the next one is factory workers. So factory work is a very easy job to get. Like, there are so many factories, right? Maybe you can just find a stable role for you. You can also work as a sales rep or as a marketer in Tesco, in Primark, in different places. And some of them want marketers. Like, there is this thing that they do in Tesco, and you stand outside as a marketer. You're telling people about that particular product, and you're convincing them to buy that product from you. Basically, that's just your job, that you get paid for it. And for people that are living in big cities like London, Manchester, Birmingham, you can get jobs as a casual event staff. In these big cities, they host so many events, and they need staff that can be telling people, okay, this is where to go. And sometimes these events come very often, although sometimes it may not be as regular as it should, but yeah, sometimes they could come as more often than you even think. Yeah, so you can work as a casual event staff. And also, depending on your location, depending on your area, as a dependent, ask people around, because there are some cities that have more opportunities than the others. So you can ask people around you, what are the job opportunities in this city? How do I get them? And remember, while doing this job, if your main aim is to transition to a better one or a professional job, don't get too comfortable. While you are doing it, still look out for those jobs you want to do and go for them. All right, this is just job that can support you and your household at the moment, not a forever job for you if you don't want it to be one. If you want it to be a forever job for you as well, very okay, you can also make it a forever job for you. And I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until I see you again in the next one, please take care, stay safe, and bye.